Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. How you guys doing? Sorry I had to keep changing the time. Those of you that were here first thing looking for this live, I had set it for 11:30 and then I had to change it and then I had to change it again. So my apologies. I woke up, had to run some errands. The errands took longer than I thought. I thought I would be home by 12:30 and I wasn't. So here we are. So sorry about that, you guys. Welcome. So as you guys know, we're going to talk about last night's episode of Love and Marriage DC, and then we're going to also talk about Carlos's interview with Carmen. I have some very listen. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck, as they say. I have some thoughts, and so we'll get into that. But let me get through this episode first. So first of all, we keep having this my main channel is a members only chat, or at least it should be a members only chat. I don't know if it is or not. Is the sound off? Y'all can't hear me? Somebody said something about the sound being off. Can y'all hear me? Do I need to move the... Let me know if y'all can hear me before I really get to running my mouth. Okay, y'all can hear me. All right, cool. I was playing around with this stuff yesterday but I don't know. It sounds the same, but neither here nor there. Not important. Oh yeah. So next week, it looks like we're going to get the season finale and the first episode of the reunion. Y'all, that's not a good look. I know we keep talking about, is the show coming back? Is the show not coming back? Is the show coming back? Is the show not coming back? And I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all for real, that ain't a good look when the network throws on those back-to-back episodes like that. What that says to me is they trying to get this thing over with. And I'm just... Okay, thank you, Handy B. Thank you, boo. It ain't a good look when they start throwing them back to back. So you're gonna put the season finale and the first part of the reunion on at the same night. It just say to me they're trying to get this thing over with. Now that doesn't mean that the show is not coming back, but that does mean, in my opinion, I don't work in nobody's network. I don't work for nobody's network. But what that does say to me is they're ready for this thing to be over. And to be honest, so are the fans. We are ready for new content. We are ready to see what the future of the show is. If the show is coming back, we are ready for that, because all of us at this point realize that these things are, all this information is a year old. We know that these people can't even be in the same room. I am so interested to see how this Mother's Day brunch situation is going to go down. Okay. And I'm going to tell you now, Carlos King, I'm taking time away from my mama on Mother's Day for this situation. Better not be no bull hockey. Now, I know Carlos said bring my mama. My mama don't know nothing about no reality TV. She could care less, and this is not something that my mama will be interested in, okay? So, no, I wasn't going to bring my mama. I am going to step away and step back. Anyway. Let's get into the things, okay? Moving forward. Last night's episode, the first scene we saw, I'm going to be honest with you, and this is no disrespect to Winter, I didn't care nothing about that first scene. You know why I didn't care nothing about that first scene? Because I know that her and Yusha ain't together no more. So why do I care about sitting through a scene about her and Yusha taking the next step? You know what? Thank you, Chuck. Because I reached out to Tracy, and let me see if I've heard back from her. Hold on. Thank you. Let me reach out to her again. Chuck, you remind me before we get off of here so I can give you an update, okay, babe? Last I heard, they were running her in for tests yesterday. Thank you. Remind me. Hold on, y'all. I looked at my phone and I see something. Let me see if it's something I need to... Thank you. Somebody, okay. I just got some information that the reunion was supposed to air next week, so they're doubling up. All right, well, listen, I don't work for no network. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, I'm just telling you what I think. But we're going to get to that. Whoever, the person in the clouds, you keep watching because I got some things to say that you might appreciate. You keep watching. Okay. So, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really didn't pay that much attention to this scene because I don't care because I know they're not together anymore. And that's what I mean when I say when stuff is a year old and we see things happening on social media. So, I watched the scene, but what you want me to say about it? They had the kids meet each other. They sat outside and made s'mores. This is what I got a question. I was talking to somebody yesterday. Me and somebody on the phone was having a conversation yesterday. How you should get more screen time than the Duncans? That's all I'm gonna say. Moving on. So the next scene, we see Joy had to relocate her situation for her birthday party because it was supposed to be outside. Now it's inside. So we see her going through the venue. Urana came up to meet up with her at the venue, and they, we're gonna put the food over here. This is gonna be the DJ booth, yada yada yada. And we find out that even though Ashley and Joy have agreed to move forward, when Joy was down in Grenada, and we're gonna get back to Grenada and why she was in Grenada and who she was with, we're gonna get to that in a minute. But when her and Cliff was down to the Grenada, they made a post with Carmen, and Ashley felt like it was some shade at her and Alicia because some comments were made about the sidekick. Tracy, we were asking about you. How you feeling? What's going on? You don't have to tell us your private medical business, but let the people know. They were asking about you. Let the people know how you doing, boo. So, with that whole situation. So then Ashley sent a long text to Joy, basically telling Joy she didn't appreciate it. She felt like they were slighting her, yada, yada, yada. Joy's thing was, I can't deal with that right now. I'm going to have to deal with that later. And, it is what it is. So I'm going to keep going back to what I told you guys that Candy Bird said about reality TV. The thing about reality TV is that you live things 3 times. And the hard part about people who are on reality TV is when you move past something and then you see it play back, it takes you back to that moment, especially if you haven't fully processed it. So the Joy and Ashley situation was very new, it was very fragile. So the slightest thing, now I don't know whether they were throwing shade at Ashley specifically or not, but she caught the stray. Whether it was meant for her or not, she caught it. But I feel like they both were trying to still move past it and navigate through the issues, right? I think is that everything in that scene? I think that was everything important. It's more to we're gonna get back to them making that video. They want to steal my organs. They think it's your gallbladder. Tracy, they're not trying to steal your organs. They're not trying to steal your organs. Listen to the doctors moving forward. Okay. So then we see Quick and Ashley, and we see their daughter going through her dance routine. Her dance outfits. And Quick feeling like the outfits were inappropriate. You know what? Y'all know I'm old school. I'm with Quick on this one. Those outfits were not appropriate for a 10-year-old. I'm sorry. Especially if there's no sort of leotard or anything underneath. Why does a 10-year-old child need to wear a leotard that has cutouts at the midriff and listen, I know I'm old. Y'all know I'm old. But when I took dance, we wore leotards with them thick ass tights. You couldn't see nothing. And I just don't understand why that's appropriate. I'm with Quick on this one. I didn't think those outfits were appropriate. I think those outfits were team too much. Team too much. Now, I agree with Quick on that one. Now, what the compromise could be is that she could wear it with like what she had on underneath when she tried it on. I mean, but I know she can't do that because you're supposed to be in uniform and it's the competition and everybody got to be the same. But let's be clear. Even the U.S. Olympic gold medalists don't be wearing that kind of stuff. And them older girls, some of them grown, some of them still teenagers, but they're older. Even the gymnastics or the dance routines, I mean, I think it's inappropriate. And maybe I'm old school, but I was with Quick. But then, baby, why baby girl throw it Quick? Did y'all catch what baby girl threw it Quick? No. Baby girl said, you ain't gonna be there anyway. I said, what? He said, what you talking about? I come to your dance competitions. She was like, one. See, the thing about kids gonna tell on you every time. Kids are gonna tell on you every time. So then Ashley said, she knows her daddy right. So then Ashley was like, well, Quick, because of his work, he does miss a lot of her, routines, yada, yada, yada. This is what I'm going to say. I grew up in a household with both of my parents. I was blessed that both my parents were in the home. But both of my parents also worked multiple jobs, right? My mom had her 9 to 5, but my mom always had a hustle. I don't know. My mama could sell ice to Eskimos. My mama always had a hustle. My mama sold Mary Kay. She sold this, she sold that. But she started selling insurance. I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all might remember A.L. Williams back in the day. My mama started selling insurance, and she did good at it. She did. I mean, she used to travel. She had rose up in the ranks. My mama, My dad also had his 9 to 5, but my dad kept a hustle, right? My dad could do masonry work. He had his own business where he would do masonry work. He would build fences and concrete and do, cut down trees and stuff. That my dad had a side hustle too. But let me say this, and I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying you gotta find the time. My parents came to my basketball games. I wasn't no good. My mama was my Girl Scout leader. And when she wasn't my Girl Scout leader, she made sure I got there every day. I mean, every meeting or whatever. You have to find the time quick. You've got to find the time, because if baby girl is saying it, that means she notices it. And that may not be a conversation that she's going to have with you right now, but in 10 years, that's the conversation she's going to have with you. So you got to find a way to be there. That's my 2 cents. And then, I'm going to move on from there. The other thing they talked about was this whole Joy situation and the video and the side chick comment. Look, Quick don't care. Quick is so over it. He don't care. And his attitude with Ashley is, I don't understand how you move past with somebody and you don't like their spouse. Because if the situation were reversed, you couldn't be cool with somebody that didn't like me. Here's what I'm gonna say about that. I don't agree to an extent. And what I mean by that is, I have friends and I don't like their partner. But here's the difference. I would never walk in their home and disrespect their partner. I would either make sure that I'm in a position where I don't have to be around them, or when I am around them, I'm respect their relationship with you. And there's the difference. I'm never going to, a lot of times I don't like people and they don't even know I don't like them until it's over with. The person break up and I be like, well, I ain't really never liked that dude. You didn't? No. So I think there's a way that you can have a friendship with somebody, but you have to be able to say, I'm going to respect that is your decision. You've made that decision to be with that person. That's who you've decided to marry or date or whatever. So, but I think in this situation, there's too much there. There's just too much baggage that's there. Too many things have been said. I don't know if Joy and Ashley would have ever been able to be in a relationship, friendship, or you need to say it like that. I don't know if they'd have been able to really work through that. I just don't. Dr. Max say I'm the same way. I think back in the day, I think everyone back in the day had a side hustle and made their kids events. Now I'm not saying my parents were at every single thing that I did, because that would be disingenuous. And that was one of. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, truth. Let me tell you a little bit of my business. My brother, y'all know, my brother was 8 years older than me, and my parents were not in the same financial situation when my brother was going through those things as when I was younger or when my sister was younger, and they did not make it to a lot of my brother could sing. And when I say my brother could sing, I mean my brother could sing. Do you hear what I'm telling you? And my brother was on all kinds of citywide choirs, and he sang at this event and he sang at that event. And the one thing my parents did was, if they couldn't make it, they made sure somebody could. So maybe it might be his godmother, maybe it was my grandmother, maybe it was an aunt or uncle. They tried to make sure that there was a family member in the audience if they couldn't be there. But let me tell you something. Fast forward, that was one of the things as an adult that my brother brought back to my parents. He was like, I sang for the president and you weren't there. And my parents were like, but your grandmother was there. And he was like, I don't care about her. Y'all weren't there. So that's what I mean. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. You understand what I'm saying? My brother sang all over the East Coast. He sang for, like I said, gospel choirs and citywide choirs. He went to Duke Ellington. He did all of these things. But that is what he held on to. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to move on. I'm going to keep it moving on. I'm going to keep it moving. Okay. Melly said, in 19 years with 2 kids, I never missed a game performance or award show. It's important to show up. Yeah. And like I said, my parents thought that they were making things happen by making sure somebody was there. But my brother just remembered that they weren't. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying anybody was right or wrong. I'm just saying you got to find a way to make the time, because if she's telling you you're not there, that means she notices that you're not there. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. Again, this is a year old. Maybe he made the adjustments. I don't know. So moving on from that, we get to Joy's party. We see everybody showing up. Now, Jamie and Urana, I don't know if they were on time or if they were early, but when they got there, baby, that thing, it was empty. They had the whole dance floor. And I was laughing, right? I was laughing because I think I remember, don't know if it was last year or something, I think I remember Jamie clowning Urana about always being late about something, right? So I'm thinking, now they say they always late, or that Urana always makes them late, but how they get to the party first? They must have gave Urana an earlier time because they know she always late. You know what I'm saying? I'm clowning. I'm clowning. But as you saw, people started showing up. People started, y'all know how y'all do. If the party started at 8, don't nobody get there till 9:30. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If the party started at 8, I ain't even leave my house till 9. I'm just. Yeah, I don't want it. Let me walk in and I don't know. That's just me. I'm just in my mind. If you tell me 8, what I heard was 9:30. I'm just telling you what I heard. Unless it's like somebody's going to perform or something like that. But if it's just a party, if you say 8, I hear 9:30. That's just let y'all know that. Okay. Baby, the only thing I'm early for is flights. Anyway, moving on. So, hey Phil, what's up? What's up, boo? Yeah, and again, I'm not. Let me say this. Let me be the final word on this, because I don't want to get caught up in this. I'm not saying Quick's a bad parent. I'm saying baby girl notices you're not there when she wants you to be there. That's what I'm saying. Make the adjustment. That's just me. Hold on, let me see. My phone just went off. Let me see if somebody else was in my sent me a little. Okay. Joy got a banging body. Can I say that? Joy, listen, Joy. But that outfit I did not like it. Body was banging though. You could wear it. You definitely could wear it, but I did not like it. To me, it was a failed Mugler invitation. Y'all know those Mugler bodysuits that all the housewives were wearing that I was sick of. I told you I'm sick of the Mugler ones. I'm sick of we just seen Phaedra in it. We just seen Candace in it. We just seen Marlo in it. We done seen Lisa from Real Housewives of Miami in it. We done seen Larsa in it. Baby, we have seen that Mugler bodysuit in every color. And I'm just sick of all of it. I'm sick of all of it. I didn't like it, Joy. Now, I appreciate the fact that you was like, I'm going to give y'all body, yada, yada on my birthday. And I'm fine with that. But I just didn't like it. So moving on. The party looked nice, okay? The party looked like it was nice. But here's where I got to get... Here's where I'm probably going to piss some people off. No, I don't care about that. We see Carmen. We see Winter. Ashley. Urena. They have the conversation about the throuple thing. It comes up again. They said it looks very inappropriate that Clifton is shirtless in a bed with Joy and with Carmen making jokes or what have you. Here's what I'm confusion about. First of all, Carmen looked like she was ready for some smoke because when Winter went to go say something, Carmen was like, I know you not saying nothing. And I was thinking to myself, well, when did Carmen and Winter have smoke? And on the interview with Carlos, he asked Carmen about it. And Carmen was like, well, I mean, I'm just saying with her history and with her past and with everything that happened with her ex-husband, I was just like, you have the audacity to say something? And I'm thinking to myself, well, what does that have to do with you? Like, what did that have to do with what Winter was saying in that moment? They were telling you that the throuple situation wasn't a good look. And you go back to the ex-husband. Like, I was confused. So I felt like Carmen showed up for smoke. I felt like Carmen showed up to make a moment. That's how I felt. That's my opinion. And it seemed like no matter what anybody said, Carmen was there to have an issue. So Ashley tried to bring Joy into the situation about the whole throuple. And Joy was like, child, please, it's my birthday. I got to go speak to the people. I got to go give my thank you speech, my welcome speech. I ain't got time for this bullshit. I am confusion. When did Carmen start having such an issue with this whole throuple thing? Because see, what you're not going to do is play in my face. See, this way I'm about to piss some people off. What you're not going to do is play in my face. I watched Ready to Love. I know you for your works. I've seen you in interviews. Hell, I've interviewed you on Commission Reviews panel when I used to do the Ready to Love panel and you came up in there. So let's not play games, Miss Carmen. I follow you on social media. I follow Joy. I follow Clifton, going all the way back to Ready to Love from the beginning before when the show first started. When the show was over and y'all did that first road trip together, y'all played into the whole throuple thing. It was a joke. Y'all did it on y'all social media. Y'all clowned about it. So what we're not going to do is sit here and act like this is something that was created and you're so upset that Joy and Clifton are feeding into it and you're so angry about it. You fed into it too. It was all over your social media just like it was on everybody else. When y'all did that first road trip and y'all was posting stuff like what's understood doesn't need to be explained and friends trip and this, and this. This whole throuple thing has been going on since before y'all were even thinking about being on Love and Marriage DC. So now you got a problem with it? Now you're so angry. Like when you were on Carlos's interview, and I understand Carlos said that some of the stuff was going to come out at the reunion, so there were certain things he didn't ask because they're going to be covered at the reunion. But I just was confusion at her anger at Joy over this whole throuple thing. I was confusion. Absolutely, J12, aka I felt the same way. She said on Carlos's interview, it seemed like Carmen was auditioning with her man for a spot on Love and Marriage DC. And she gave us her resume. We're gonna get to that in a minute. But she gave us her resume and all the different shows she's been on and stuff. Made it seem like she wasn't pressed to be on her own because she's been on Bravo and she's done this and she's done that. Girl, you were a guest on Below Deck twice. That is not the same as being a main couple on a show down to the own. Like, let's not play games. You having a guest role on Below Deck is not equivalent to you being one of the couples in the opening credits of Love and Marriage DC. We're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. What up, Don? Hey, boo. Y'all tell me when I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm telling a lie. You tell me when I'm wrong. But I was like, wait a minute. So now all of a sudden you're so pissed off about this whole throuple thing. No, man, Pam. And it's not a good look. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not a good look. It's not a good look when we used to see Clifton post videos on his social media or on her social media with the two of them together, sitting all up under each other and doing it. It's not a good look. Now, listen, y'all may be secure in y'all situation and y'all know what it is because in real life, y'all have friendships in real life. That's fine. But what you can't do is get mad at us and get mad at the other cast for having an opinion on what y'all putting out. That's what y'all are putting out. That's what y'all are putting out. You were cool with it until you weren't. And I just don't know when and why. So this whole situation, and then Carmen talking about, yeah, because Ashley, you the big dog and everybody follow behind you. What? Where'd that come from? If Joy was supposed to be your friend, why are you even doing that? Because you know that Joy and Ashley done had their beef. Why would you even put that out there? Oh, well, you the big dog. You the one that everybody follows behind. I'm sorry, what? To me, I felt like that was a direct swipe at Urena. I don't know why, but I felt like it was. And then you start talking about how well your man and we don't appreciate it. And Ashley was like, well, where your man at? He's not here. Oh, okay. Y'all, that whole scene to me was very performative. I didn't feel none of it. I didn't believe none of it. And honestly, Carmen, I feel like it was all about creating a scene and creating a moment. That's how I feel about it. And I'm going to be honest with you. After I watched this interview with Carlos King, honestly, it confirmed it for me. We'll get to that because we're almost done with this episode. I mean, we're almost done with this episode. But so that was the party. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Joy. I think she has a birthday coming up or she's getting ready to have another birthday. So happy birthday, Miss Joy Carter. I know next Friday she's going to be down to the City Winery up to the Philadelphia. I know Jamie and them said they're taking a bus up. It might be full already. I might not be able to get on there. But if y'all want to go on up to Philly and check Joy out, I know she's going to be performing up at the City Winery. And no matter how Joy has pissed me off this season, Joy can sing and she gives a great performance. So moving forward. So we see Ashley and Winter shopping down to the Savage Fenty. I don't know if they were at Pentagon. Is it one at Pentagon City? Were they at the one at Pentagon City? I don't know. I said I need to go to the Savage Fenty and check it out, but neither here nor there. They talking about lingerie and Ashley talking about how she keep things spicy but quick, and Winter saying, well, I don't really need this yet because me and Yusha ain't there yet, so maybe for future reference, but okay. And then Ashley starts opening up to Winter about Quick and she feels like they are sort of maybe growing apart, and she told him that they need some therapy, but he won't go, and how that kind of worries her. So again, we're at the end of the season and we're unlocking this whole storyline. We could have been talking about this 4 episodes ago when y'all made us watch Ashley and Joy for damn 5 episodes straight. Okay, we could have been exploring this whole storyline before the next to last episode of the season, because this is an important storyline, and it does kind of carry over from last season where she was worried about him working too much in his health. Well, now it looks like he's working on his health, but is he still working too much where he's not home with the kids and doing the day-to-day stuff? Let me tell you what I don't never want to do. I ain't never gonna be married and feel like a single parent, but I just ain't. I ain't. That is why production is lazy in my eyes. Well, Chef Don's on, you know how I feel about this production company. They need a new production company, in my opinion. Carlos, if this show, I've been saying this since the beginning, if this show comes back, you really need to find a new production company. That is my 2 cents. To be honest with you, Carlos, you need to get an Airbnb and just be in DC for about 6 weeks. I'm serious. I really think that's what you need to do, because I've heard 2 different things. I haven't been to Pentagon City in years. I haven't either. The last time I went to Pentagon City was when I needed to go to the Apple store, and I was in Virginia versus closer to my house. Yeah, and I couldn't even tell you the last time I went, but it's been years. I ain't been to Pentagon City, but that's what somebody told me, that there's a Savage Fenty at Pentagon City. So I said I need to check it out. Yes, this could have been a good storyline, yet they chose to focus on Joy and Ashley. They don't know how to storytell, just like the Real Housewives of Potomac producers. Yeah, I just feel like this is something we could have explored 3-4 episodes ago. But moving on. So that was a good conversation. And Winter said that she was going to hook Ashley up with a good therapist for them to sit down. Listen, you could be the best therapist in the world. If the person don't want to go or doesn't go with a willing mind and an open mind, I mean, I don't know how well that's going to work out. But it was a good moment. It was good to see. We're starting to see the beginning of the Ashley and Winter friendship. I know a lot of people feel like it's not real, or it's performative or whatever, because everybody's picking sides. But this is a scene that shows that they actually were starting to build a friendship even while they were still filming. Okay. Then we have Uranus pop-up wig launch, her pop-up wigs. And she's got a new workout wig. So for those of y'all, like when I go to the gym, it just is what it is, child. But it's definitely a nice little work. You know, you put the cap on. I remember Dr. Heavenly had some of those too, where you put the cap on and it looks like you got on, you still got your hair done. All of the ladies showed up. Well, Shirley wasn't there. But all the rest of the ladies were there. And it looked like they were having a good time. There wasn't no tension, wasn't no fighting. But baby, we found out about Jamie's retirement party. 25 years of service. He's retiring and everything. Baby, why Ashley is me and I'm Ashley when it came to, I think the way that Ashley approached the Joy situation was very tactful. Joy girl, what you wearing? Let's go shopping together. Listen, I am no fashionista, and I have had people say that to me. Abby done said that to me about my birthday trip. Abby was like, what we wearing? What you got? What we doing? Because y'all know me. I wear jeans and a t-shirt every day if I could. Sweatpants, sneakers, t-shirt. Y'all know I'm good with that. So I thought it was a very tactful way for Ashley to say it, but Joy cracked me up because Joy was like, girl, I know you don't like the way I dress. Like it's okay, Ashley. I know you don't like the way I dress. So they agreed to go shopping together to find an outfit for Jamie's party. I thought that was cute. But at the very, very end of the episode, Joy brought up, Joy dresses like Giselle. No, it's not a DC. First of all, Joy is not from DC, nor is Giselle. How many times I keep telling y'all this? How many times I got to keep telling y'all this? Joy is not from DC, and neither is Giselle. So y'all gonna stop putting DC fashion on people that ain't DC. Please stop. Out of everybody on the cast, I'm gonna tell y'all who dresses the most DC. Jamie dresses the most DC for the men. Now, Urena dresses nice, but Urena is one of those people that dresses up to go to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I saw a scene maybe 2 episodes ago where Urena had on jeans, and I was like, "Ooh, Urena got on some jeans." So Urena dresses very well, but her day-to-day is very dressy. I am more of a, like I said, a casual DC. I've never been that person. I've always been the tomboy, dressing, comfortable. Oh, I can't stand being uncomfortable. I don't like it. I can't do it. I don't like it. Really B said this ain't a D. No, it's not. No, it's not. Joy has her own way. She just dresses her own way because she don't even dress Baltimore. Joy just got her own thing. Well, Joy got her own thing. Giselle. Y'all know Giselle can't dress. But at the very end of the episode, Joy brought up the whole throuple thing, and she wanted to know, well, why did it even come up? Why are y'all talking about this throuple thing? So that's where they left us hanging. So that's what we're going to pick up next week. Now, let me get into this interview with Carlos. First of all, I hated the interview. Yeah, Jamie also wears a lot of local designers. He usually posted on his social media when he's wearing a local business or DC business. He does a lot of that as well. I can't really think of anybody on Love and Marriage DC female wise that gives you who I would say dresses the most DC female wise on the show. Jamie and Urena's daughter, Brittany. Pay attention to the scenes where you see Brittany. Brittany, to me, dresses like female DC. But she's young. She's giving you that young DC. She's in her 20s. And she's like in her late 20s. If little Jamie is late 20s, maybe she a little bit, because she's a little bit older. But she gives you that DC, that female DC, Probably when Urena is dressed down, like her day-to-day dress, when she not being Urena, you know what I'm saying? She probably does. She'll probably give you some good shooter sweatsuit, some New Balance. You know what I'm saying? She probably does. But anyway, so, and I gotta get ready to go because the game get ready to come on. But I hated this interview with Carmen. I hated it. Sharella does no. No. Sharella, she another one. She got her own style. Again, maybe I haven't seen Sharella enough to have an opinion. I don't think so. You think so, Melly? I know you DC. You think so, Melly? I have to look a little more at Sharella, like her day-to-day stuff. But I hated this interview with Carmen because I felt like I did not feel it was genuine. I didn't feel like it was genuine on either side. I didn't feel like it was genuine on Carlos's side, and I didn't feel like it was genuine on Carmen's side. And as I'm listening, I absolutely felt like Carmen was auditioning. Absolutely felt like Carmen was auditioning. That is my opinion. So I took a few notes, but I ain't take a lot because it ain't a lot of notes to be taken. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right. Sorry, y'all. So I was like, y'all know when I pick up my phone, it's like 500 things in my face. So I see, oh, that ADHD. I picked up my phone to look for my notes and I saw 500 other things. Sorry. Okay, so I have Grenada below deck. So Joy and Clifton were in Grenada filming below deck with Carmen. Carmen has mentioned that before. I saw her, I don't know if it was on Kamisha's or if it was on when she was on Ashley and Winter when they did when she was with them. But neither here nor there. I already knew that information. Carmen was on Below Deck. I ain't never watched Below Deck. So, and then they asked her to come back and she invited Joy and Clifton. So that was that footage we saw of them. She said that literally she went into their room because they were getting ready to go on the jet skis. That's why they were in their bikinis. And she even was like, and I didn't like that video. I thought we were just making a private video. I didn't know they were going to post it. Again, don't play in my face. Now, let's be clear. I don't know how many videos or pictures y'all taken that y'all have never posted. But why would you think that again, it didn't. Carmen and Winter, I kind of already addressed that. Why did Carmen come off so hard at Winter? And I didn't really feel like her reason was valid, honestly. Raina in her business, she was like, she didn't understand why Raina was in their business about the throuple and this, that, and the other. Listen. And then I felt like she threw some shade at Raina and Jamie as it relates to their relationship. Talking about some, well, she feels some kind of way because, her and Jamie, which she's talked about on the show because they've been through some things. Now, I will say this. The scene with Jamie and Raina at the pet store, I said it when it happened. I felt like that was a lie. But Raina going to Joy and saying, hey, girl, hey, as somebody on the outside looking in, I don't think it's a good look. I think it's a bit much. You might want to reel that in, especially now that people know that y'all are actually married and not just dating. You might want to reel it in. I don't feel like Raina was wrong for that. I would have done it. If that was my friend, first of all, I would have done, listen. I told y'all that I thought it wasn't a good look when Cliff used to post those pictures and videos, or it was either Cliff or Carmen. I don't remember whose social media, because like I said, I follow both of them. When they would post those pictures of the two of them together, and Joy was like, well, some of those times I was right there. I don't give a damn. I don't care if you was there or not. Why are they posting pictures of just the two of them down to the social media? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why sometimes people be like, you can't be friends with people of the opposite sex, because I'm not saying that Cliff and Carmen ever did anything. Don't know, don't care, not my business. But it is the presentation, and it's not. So I don't feel like Raina was out of line for talking to her friend about it. Now, I don't know if the people down to the pet store needed to know. Y'all scared the lizard. You scared your mama. Okay? Then y'all got to arguing and walked out the pet store and ain't nobody paid for the crickets. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about all of that. But I honestly don't feel like Raina was out of line. And I feel like Carmen unnecessarily threw a swipe in that moment. But neither here nor there. Then they brought up this whole blogger situation, the whole thing. Listen. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I'm sick of that whole situation. And when I say I'm sick of it, I'm sorry for the people that got hurt in that whole situation. But the timelines, not knowing what happened first, what happened second, what happened third. But I will say this. When Jamie posted, and I didn't think about this. And I didn't think about this because I knew who Jamie was. Wait, let me rewind. I'm going to just leave it at this. I didn't think about this. But I understand what Carmen was saying when she said that when Jamie posted his screenshots, and he was talking about there was a troll account, and he thinks he knows who it is, and the person's name begins with a C. She said a lot of people were like, is it you? And then a lot of people were coming at her. So I can understand that. I understand that. But then in the next breath, she said that another blogger, Kamisha Reviews, posted who she thought it was, because we still don't have no proof. Like that's who the person was that was sending out information. We still don't have no proof, so ain't nobody said me no season this. So I don't know if that's really who it is or not. But again, she said Jamie a cease and desist because when Jamie played that audio, it had her phone number in it. It did have her phone number. Then we met the boyfriend. He's from New York. They met through Facebook. Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Why the only people in my Facebook that be trying to slide in my DMs and my Facebook be like African princesses talking about why we be getting the crazy people that slide in my DMs down to the Facebook? I mean, I'm just trying to understand. Anyway, y'all, listen. If you like it, I love it. I don't know these people. If you like it, I love it. But I honestly felt like that whole interview was an audition. And then they say that Carmen is at the reunion. Why? Why? She's not even a friend of the show. Why was she at the reunion? Was Carmen a friend of the show? Did she have a contract? Why did she get reunion time? I don't care what happens in this next episode. I don't care what happens in this next episode. Why was Carmen at the reunion and had a moment? They said Carmen got into a whole argument down to the reunion with Urena. Why? See, listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't care what happened in this final episode. What up, sis? With Jamie, at Jamie's retirement party. I don't know what Carmen does. I don't know how much of a scene Carmen makes. I honestly don't know. But what I do know is there's no way in hell that Carmen's supposed to be at that reunion. That's my opinion. We've seen reunions where friends of the show don't even sit on the couch. What have y'all tell me, when have y'all ever seen a reunion with somebody who wasn't even a friend of the show get to sit on the couch? Tell me, because I don't know. Let me see if my Skywatcher got some information, because I need to know. Okay, they ain't there. I'm serious. Y'all tell me, when in the world have y'all ever seen somebody that's not even a friend of the show come to the reunion? The Duncans are at the reunion, yes. The Duncans are there. But is Alicia at the reunion? Because I feel like if Carmen can come to the reunion, Alicia should be able to come. So y'all let production, Carlos, y'all let Carmen come to the reunion and tear it up and come after one of your stars? For what? Because she said that they was a throuple and it wasn't a good look. Are you serious right now? So let's break this down. Let's break this down for real. I got a few minutes. I might even drop the link for a minute. Because I'm confusion, right? Let me ask y'all this. I thought there was a huge fallout between Alicia and Sherelle. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And that's the honest answer, Phil. I know there was a thing. I know Alicia and Joy, because of the whole thing that happened at the suite at the basketball game. I know they got into it. But I don't know anything about Sherelle and Alicia. I don't know. But my thing is this. You mean to tell me that as a production team, the way the show was edited, we spent the first 4 to 5 episodes of this second half of this season on talking about Joy and Ashley, Joy and Ashley, Joy and Ashley, Ashley and Joy, Ashley and Joy. That whole throuple thing was a blip on the screen. Explain to me. I don't understand why Carmen was there. I'm confusion. Now, if y'all can explain it to me, y'all let me know. Let me look at my notes and make sure I covered everything I put in my notes. Let me make sure I got everything. I think, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, about halfway through, I was like, this is some. Carlos asked, I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want to come up. I'm gonna give it the game come on at 3, so I'll drop the link for a few minutes. The other thing was, Carlos asked Carmen point blank, so why did you and Joy fall out? And her response was, Carlos, you know. We don't. This interview isn't for you and Carlos. This interview is for us as the viewers. So when Carlos asked you the question and your response was, Carlos, you know why we fell out. Well, hell, I don't know. And she never answered the question. Now, I'm sure it's going to come up at the reunion, but my thing is, Carlos said that there were certain things he wasn't going to ask because they're covered at the reunion. So if he asked the question, and that's obviously something you can answer. And for her to be like, Carlos, you know why we fell out. Well, I didn't know. And I would like to know. She said that she separated from Joy first. Joy unfollowed her. And she said it was a big thing on the... She said everybody knew. Carlos was like, well, when did this happen? Carlos, stop playing. Everybody knew. Now, listen. Y'all know I get on Carlos about a lot of stuff. But I honestly don't think Carlos was paying attention to whether Joy was following you on social media. I don't think so. I don't think that was a thing. I honestly don't feel like that was a thing. Okay. But she said, well, her and Clifton were still cool because they were still friends after her and Joy stopped being friends, and plus they had business together. And Carlos said, well, did you ever have any official business with Joy? And she said, no, I never had any official business with Joy. It was only through Clifton. The other thing I noticed, did y'all notice how we didn't get to see the beard oil launch? Production, that's bullshit. That's on production. Production. I don't care. Let me tell y'all something. Again, this is me as a viewer. You have a couple. There are 3 main couples in the opening montage of the show, right? 3 main couples. Jamie and Urena, Ashley and Quick, Joy and Clifton. Am I right? So one of the stars, I mean, we know Winter, but she wasn't a couple, but Winter is also the main cast. So one of your stars, your main cast member, Cliff's only storyline this season has been this beard oil. I know he had the back surgery, but we didn't see Cliff a lot. We saw him at the suite when him and Ashley got into it. We saw him when the guys went wrestling. Of course, we saw him on the group trip. But Clifton ain't really been around all of the episodes and in and out of a lot of shit, right? The one thing we know about Clifton this season is that he was starting this beard oil. And we don't get to see none of the launch. Even if you just showed us a clip of it, even if nothing exciting happened, that's fine. Maybe nothing exciting happened because we know Cliff didn't invite certain people. So maybe there wasn't a big... But you mean to tell me you don't even show us? You don't even show it? That's fucked up. And that's on production. There would never, on any of these reality shows, we could even talk about the Love and Hip Hops, and no disrespect to Love and Hip Hop, but y'all know what I'm saying. There would never be a moment where there would be a product launch from one of the main cast members, and we don't even get to see the launch. Are you serious right now? That's all he's been talking about. We didn't even know the beard oil was for sale. As a viewer, I'm going to tell you the type of person that I am. When I watch these shows, I try to support these people. I don't wear wigs, but I've been passing Uranus information on. I do want that bob though. Urana. I'm back. What y'all think? Y'all think I should go get one of Uranus bobs? But I try to support these people. I bought Ashley's book. I would have bought the beard oil, even though. Can y'all hear me now? I'm not muted anymore. Can y'all hear me now? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I'll wait. I dropped the link. I dropped the link one more time. Y'all must not want to come up and argue with me today. Y'all don't want to argue with me today because I ain't defending. Y'all still can't hear me? Hold on. Oh, you didn't hear my wig request? My wig request was, do y'all think I should go get the bob? Y'all think I should go get Uranus bob? But I want a blonde bob. Uranus, isn't it? You got it in blonde? Y'all know I do blonde. I need blonde. I'm gonna see if Uranus got it in blonde. But I would have bought the beard oil. No, Phil, no. You don't think I would look good in the bob? Phil said no. Ooh. But why didn't we know about the beard oil when Cliff and Joy were on Jamie and them? They did a live the other day together. Cliff said the beard oil been on sale. Why we don't know that? That's fucked up. Regardless of how you feel about Cliff, or you might be mad at Cliff, that's really messed up. That we don't know. Here come Phil. Here he come, y'all. Phil, you dropped off. Come on back, baby. Y'all know Phil gonna disagree with me if I say black. Y'all know Phil gonna say white. So let me hear what Phil got to say. Y'all. All right, I'm gonna look up Uranus. Y'all be making me sick. Ooh, y'all be making me sick. Here comes Phil. So they said that Clifton's launch, his beard launch, made it to the digital, but it didn't make it to the show. That's production. I think that's fucked up. That's production. What up, Phil? Have we ever seen Julie in a bob? Julie who? You talking about Julie Moonves? Phil, I can't hear you, boo.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's up?
What's up? Sorry, I'm at work and I got a new phone.
Okay.
Yeah, Love and Marriage DC is the bad step kid that Carlos really don't like because I feel like it's a lot more we can see. Even him doing the season finale that wasn't announced as the season finale, but the reunion is coming right on afterwards. It's kind of weird. I don't know why he don't like Love and Marriage DC, but it's something up. Cause he's steady trying to push out Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let us take a break. We want a break from Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, we do. Well, I don't watch it anymore, so.
And as far as Carmen, I never thought it was weird for her to be friends with Clifton and Joy because I watched Ready to Love, so I saw the relationship happening. So I never thought it was nothing, nefarious or anything like that. I was watching some of Carmen's interview, but Carmen started doing a lot of interviews, so it makes me think like Carmen does have an ulterior motive to get on the show because like she did Kamisha, she did this person, she did Ashley and Winter. It's like a lot going on with Carmen, and if she want to be on the show, I think that's cool, but I don't want to see it turn into Carmen being on the show just as another argument with Joy and Clifton.
So here's what I think. If the show comes back, and I told you guys that when Carlos did his review with Dustin a few weeks ago, he sort of alluded to the fact that it was coming back. He didn't come right out and say it. He alluded to it. Again, I think he'll make the announcement on Mother's Day when he's here. with Love and Marriage DC. I think he'll make the announcement when he's here, if there's an announcement to make. If it does come back, he needs to gut it. And I stand by what I said. And I don't have no beef with nobody on the show, but I stand by what I said. He needs to gut the show. The only two people, I told you guys from the beginning, I think Jamie and Urena are the only couple that needs to come back because they get it. They get reality TV. You may not always like what Jamie and Urena do, but they get what reality TV is. You understand what I'm saying? And I think at this point, the cast has become so toxic. I don't think there is any coming back for the show with the cast that exists. Do I think it's a great concept that we can still have in DC? I do. I like the fact that we have it. I like the fact that as a native Washingtonian, I love seeing my city, because Potomac doesn't represent my city. I'm sorry, it doesn't. But I love seeing my city. I love hearing Urena and Jamie in their DC accents, right? I love seeing places that I go eat, that I'm familiar with. I love seeing, like I said, Jamie dresses in DC style. I love that. I love seeing that. And even with the Baltimore, like I said, Ashley and them are Baltimore. So even with bringing Baltimore in, they have their, Ashley has her Baltimore accent. I love that as a native to this area. But the second half of the show was not enjoyable to watch. It just wasn't.
I think what happened with the cast is it was too much social media fame. Like they were on Twitter a lot and just a little bit maybe too much, especially when it comes to attacking one another. I think
I
that
agree.
was I think that was like a bigger issue. But I have a suggestion, and y'all are gonna hate me when I make my suggestion for a new couple for Love and Marriage DC. Robin and Juan. If she got fired, he ain't got no job. They need the check. I told y'all was gonna hate me.
So here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. Why? Just because she need a job?
You know I love Robin. Y'all know I love Robin. She my fave, so you know. Or maybe Chris and Candace.
Hell no. Hell no. Because here's the thing. Okay, let's go. Robin and Juan, which no. It's going to be the same problem. You don't want... Chuck said get out. But if the problem is they're not bringing a story, they're still not going to bring a story.
True.
The other thing you said, you were talking about Carmen. You didn't think that it was a big deal. Here's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a problem with them being friends. I don't even think it's a problem with them playing around with it on social media. If you know what really it is behind closed doors. The problem I have is when you decide you don't want to play anymore. Like Carmen, you were cool with it until you got a boyfriend. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like Carmen was cool with the whole throuple, ha ha ha, until she got a boyfriend.
But see, I don't even believe Carmen. That's the other issue. I think it's maybe a ploy to get Carmen on the show.
I don't
I
believe
don't
Carmen
believe it.
either. I don't believe that that's why Carmen is mad at Joy or why Joy and Carmen stopped being friends. And even Carlos said that. Carlos was like, so it's got to be something more. Like that's just it because of the throuple. And I say the same thing. I think that's stupid. I just think that that doesn't make sense to me.
You know, I have a sneaky suspicion that Ashley will be back on the show.
On
I
what
don't know
show?
why. Love and Marriage DC.
Actually, who?
Silver. Uh-huh. Yeah. I believe so.
Okay, so if the show comes back, you're a producer. And you know, me and y'all know me and Phil don't really be getting along. We get
But I
along.
love
We
Really
get
B.
along. We get along because I love Phil, but we don't get along when it comes to our point of view. So
And I
you're the
love Really B too.
producer. You're the producer, and me and Phil still got to do brunch one day, y'all. We gotta get together for brunch. But you're the producer. What do you do to fix the show? What do you? Carlos says, "Hey, you're in charge. How you gonna fix it? What do you do?"
Do what they did on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all have a sit down and y'all discuss issues, how we're not bringing up each other marriages. We will not cross that path talking about some who cheated with who. and we really try to work on the relationship, and y'all don't. So the thing is with me, I'm an honest and real person.
Mhm.
Y'all ain't gotta like each other or to be the best of friends, but y'all at least got to be able to engage with each other.
So this is what
And
I'm gonna say. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say at least be able to engage with each other. Cause like Tisha and Mel don't really like each other, but they're able to do a scene and stuff like that. That's all y'all really have to be able to do. I feel like it's kind of fake of the fans to want to bully everybody and be like, oh, she's not talking to her or he's not talking to him, so the show isn't working. No, fake it till you make it. Just sit down, do your job.
And that's what I'm saying. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. Now let me say this. I don't think there is a path right now because of that last situation that just happened a few weeks ago with Winter and Jamie and Urena, and allegedly the rumor about Urena messing with the past and all of that. I think that might have been the final nail in the coffin. I don't think that as a collective they come back from that. That's my opinion. I'm on the outside looking in. Prior to that, I'd agree with everything you just said. And that's what I was saying about Real Housewives of Potomac. And that's why I say that Jamie and Urena get it. Jamie and Urena were willing to film with whoever they needed to film with. They was going to fake it till they make it. Do you really think that Jamie and Urena, in my opinion, really fuck with most of the people on this cast like that? No. But they could film their scenes. They could have a conversation. They could go to the events. They was probably talking cash shit about everybody before they got mic'd up and after they left. But they filmed their scenes and they showed up to work. And that's what I'm saying. There's a thing. See, everybody can't do reality. I can't do reality TV. I'm going to tell you why. I can do a little guest spot here or there. Y'all know y'all done seen me on, Chasing Reality and stuff. But I can't do a reality TV show. And here is why. Because I'm a Cancer. And my personality don't allow me to do that. Once I'm done with you, I am fucking done. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to be around you. And I'm good. And once that switch has flipped, it has flipped for me. Now, if there's a check involved, I might be able to fake it for a little while. Right? But that's what I'm saying. To do reality TV, you have to be able to let stuff go. Ashley can't let stuff go. She
Now
can't
you're
let stuff
right.
go.
You're right.
I think Ashley is beautiful. I think Ashley is talented. I think Ashley is funny. I love, and y'all know I loved Ashley on the show. Even when she was being a quote unquote mean girl, I loved it because every cast needs one, right? When we talk about the formula of reality TV, every cast needs a bone carrier. Every cast needs the villain. Every cast needs the peacemaker. Everybody has a role. Well, the problem is at a certain point, you got to let it go and be able to move on. People crack me up how they get mad when they see it happen, but then they get mad when they don't see it happen. People still mad at Monique for trying to be cool with Giselle. And I use this as an example. I know y'all hate when I go back to season 5, but at the beginning of season 5, everybody was mad at Monique when they was trying to break up your marriage, and they was trying to say that your child wasn't your husband's, and they did these horrible things to you. How dare she? Monique was stupid for being cool with Giselle. I told y'all in season 5, Monique was doing her job. Monique wasn't trying to be friends with Giselle in real life. Do you really think Monique was inviting Giselle to her house when the camera wasn't there? Do you really think Monique was on the phone with Giselle, kikiing it up and talking shit? Monique showed up, she did her job, and she went the fuck home. But y'all got mad about it then. Everybody was like, Monique is stupid. How can Monique do that? Monique let them set her up. But now fast forward to season 8, when Giselle wouldn't speak to Candace and they tried to ice Candace out, what did y'all say? Why she just can't get past it and do her job? They just got to do their job. They just got to show up and film. So that's what I'm saying. As the fans, y'all can't have it both ways. Either you want them to find a way to get past shit and talk it out, whether it's real or not, or you want them to just be mad and just stay mad. You see what I'm saying, Phil? So I agree with you 100%. Show up, do your job, and go the fuck home.
Okay, two quick things. Never was a Monique fan. Bye.
Oh,
Second one.
you know I love Monique. Don't you do Monique? But go.
You this is see, this is what me and really be
This was
always
right. That's why we
disagree.
always disagree.
We just never can get it. What about that other couple? It was another couple the first season
The
that
one that I
they
think that was Monique's. I think that was Monique's hair. The one that did Monique's hair
yeah.
and her husband. Yeah, I like them too. They. I don't think they ever really got a fair shot. I think if I remember correctly, they were supposed to be main cast, but then they couldn't. They something was happening. They couldn't commit or something, so they became friends of. And then this season, I guess they just either production didn't bring them back or they
So
they chose
okay.
not to come back.
So right now we need a bridge. We need somebody to be a bridge because basically it's looking like Winter and Ashley, but Winter says she ain't coming back. She don't need the money. Blah 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 blah. And then you got Arena and Joy. So right now we need like a person, a main couple that can serve as a bridge between the two couples to try to move forward. If the show is going to work, they need to get somebody that doesn't know either couple and then can maybe say, hey, I'm new to this group, I'm just trying to get everybody together, whoop de whoop. Or maybe it's somebody that, wait, no, it needs to be somebody that knows both sets, both sides of the people to bring them together. They need like a bridge. She ain't my favorite, but sometimes Kimmy kind of serves as that bridge. That's who they need with this sort of not Kimmy as her character, but she's a bridge between Tisha and Mel. She can get along with both. They need somebody like that can get along with both Arena and Ashley to be that bridge.
I agree. I just don't think I don't listen. I don't think it's a bridge there. I'm telling y'all. Listen, y'all know how sometimes y'all gotta listen to what I'm not saying to understand what I am saying. Y'all feel what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Phil?
I feel you.
Okay,
You
you
always
gotta hear.
feeling good.
You, okay, you gotta listen to what I'm not saying to understand what I am saying. To understand what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is I don't think there's a bridge.
Oh.
I don't.
Mm.
Now listen, miracles can happen and things can happen, and money will make people do some strange things. But I don't think there's a bridge.
Oh wow.
I just don't. Um, where they are now, what we're seeing on the show, it looks like there may be a bridge. But I'm saying where they are in current day, 2024, April of 2024, they done sent cease and desist. They people threatening to sue each other and get lawyers. Like it's bad. In real life, it's bad.
Well, okay. Well, didn't Carlos have to fly down to Huntsville and talk to everybody? Maybe that's what he's gonna do at his little Mother's Day special.
I'm gonna tell you, I thought that's what was gonna happen. But this last little, I'm telling y'all, this last little situation it's really, really ugly. I'm gonna say this. I think that might be Carlos's intention when he comes down. I believe that's his intention is to sit down and talk to the people. I believe that's his intention. Um, all I know is I bought my ticket and I bought VIP, and I'm going to the meet and greet. And then I was going to call these people out their name. They better be there.
Well, he said that the four ladies is supposed to be there, and he also stated that no one has given him any written notice that they were leaving the show as well. And he said until he gets written notice, I'm still believing that you're coming back.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I mean, whenever you quit a job, there's a way you quit a job. So I agree with him on that. Listen, ain't nobody hit me up and gave me nothing. So as far as I know, my cast is my cast. You know what, Corey has an interesting point of view because Corey is not on social media. So all she goes by is what she sees on the show. And if you're just watching the show, it does look like there's a path. It looks like that they're working on their relationship and it looks like there's a path.
Nah,
Um,
Corey. It got
but in
really
real life,
ugly.
it's ugly, y'all.
Did you talk about that really, B?
What did I talk about?
Like the last little situation with like Arena sleeping with the dude,
Yeah,
and it was
I talked about
allegedly.
it. I
Oh
talked
yeah,
about it. It's
that
on
was.
members only though. I talked about it, but it's on members only. So
Okay.
here's what happened. I told you, I mean, I'll go ahead and say a little bit of it here. I got 12 more minutes. I dropped the link. I'm gonna drop the link one more time. Y'all got 12 more minutes because I'm getting off of here when the game come on. Because I gotta go see Dawn Staley win her championship. We at least fingers crossed. Let me say this. For me, what happened from my vantage point. So here's the thing. So what's happening is there was a story that Winter told, and I talked about it here, that Winter told when she was on Ashley when they were doing their reviews. Allegedly, there was a party, not allegedly, the party happened. Carmen hosted a party. I think this was probably over a year ago. Carmen hosted a party where there was a guy there who had made some comments, allegedly made some comments about him sleeping with Urena. Winter repeated the story. She said that her and Urena ended up getting into an argument and it wasn't filmed. It was like a Twitter beef. They had a conversation about it. It was filmed, but it wasn't shown. And I said that to me, that is something that as we should have, like that was a whole storyline that we could have followed. So what happened was they said Jamie got upset about it, yada, yada, yada. Again, I'm not getting into the whole storyline. I mean, it's because the timeline is crazy. I ain't going there. But what happened was Jamie actually had a conversation with the alleged guy who made the comments. Come to find out, that guy is friends with their daughter, Brittany. And he said he never said he had a situation with Urena. He said that the only thing he was saying was, oh, there go Ashley's mother. Now, I don't know how that became, I slept with Urena. Don't know, wasn't there, don't care. But that is the latest situation. So Jamie and Urena went live and they were upset as they should have been. If the story is not true, then I understand them being pissed off. You understand what I'm saying? So that is where Carmen was saying her number was put out because the guy said Carmen's number in the phone call. But Carmen was like, I don't know how I got in it because the only thing was that it was my party. I hosted the party, but I didn't have nothing to do with it. I wasn't there when it was said. I don't know how my name got in it. So that's what when I say this last situation just got ugly, it got ugly. So Kamisha put a picture of the guy, alleged guy, you know, she posted it, what have you. Then it became a thing about who sent it to her. And allegedly, this troll account sent it to her. Are y'all following this? It's a lie. Allegedly, this troll account sent her the picture of this guy who's supposed to be the guy that made the comments. But in her talking about that, we found out that this troll account has also been allegedly sending messages to Jamie, not to Jamie, talking about Jamie and Urena, and sending stuff to other bloggers. Now, I never got none of this information, but I suspect I know why that I never got none of the information. So Jamie posted his screenshots where somebody reached out to him and said, hey, there's somebody in your inner circle that's spreading y'all information to the blogs. And Jamie was like, well, for real, he was like, we know we can't trust nobody. It's snakes, da 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 da. And the person that was like, yeah, well, this is somebody who's been in your house. This is somebody who's really been around you. So Jamie posted the conversation, and in the conversation, the person said to Jamie was like, well, who is it? Are you going to tell me who it is? And the person was like, nah, I'm not going to say it here. And basically, Jamie was like, well, hell, if you ain't going to tell me, don't play in my inbox and you're going to tell me who it is or not kind of thing. He didn't say that, but that's the energy I felt from Jamie. I felt that energy. And, oh, y'all, my nephew is here, so hold on. Y'all know my nephew coming in the house. But with that being said, they posted that, well, the person name began with a C. So Kamisha posted it, and she posted who she thinks it is. There's no confirmation that that's who it is. Hey, Pooh, come here. Hey. You was trying to sneak. How you want to sneak up on me when I heard you come in the door? Hey, Pooh. Hey.
Hi.
You look so handsome. You went to church today?
Yeah.
You look nice. Look at you in your little spring outfit. Yes.
I think something lagging.
You think something's on the screen? What you see on the screen?
No, I think something lagging.
You think something's wrong? What's wrong?
Like it's kind of lagging.
It's kind of what?
And the computer moves pretty fast.
It's moving pretty fast.
Yeah, and it froze so many times.
It didn't freeze up.
No, it's not being froze.
You need to go and wipe your nose.
Okay.
Your allergies are bothering you. You need to go wipe your nose.
No.
No? I'm sorry, y'all. He's so cute. Okay, he's adorable. Look at them. He's so cute. He's adorable.
That's what they all say.
That's what they all say. Y'all want him?
Right.
Hey, Phil. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry. But yeah. So that was like the whole mess, right? And honestly, I don't know if they come back from this as a team.
Well, really, I gotta run back to work.
Okay,
I
babe.
will check you out later on tonight. But I'm hoping Love and Marriage DC comes back. I think it's a really good show. I hope they get the energy and effort that they put into Bill Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I just hope it comes back. I hope we come back and it's still a good season because I think they're interesting. You know, I love me some Jamie and Raina. I love Ashley too.
I do too. I love them both. I do. I legit like both of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't have mind seeing more of Sherelle, but I think Sherelle just when Sherelle comes on scene, it's like a lot of energy and it'd be like a lot of yelling. I'd be like, why is she yelling at everybody? Calm down, Sherelle.
Some people are loud. I'm the same way. People say that about me. I'm loud. Some people just
But
loud.
I would like for all of them to
Shay, what you doing?
All right, but have a good one.
All right. Thank you, Phil. I'm going to get off here in a minute too, you guys. Jonathan, hey Mo, why they talk about you done spoiled that baby? Why would y'all get that impression? Paul, what are you doing?
Looking at your picture.
Oh, you're looking at the pictures. Okay. I need to put some more pictures up of you. I got a few. You see that picture of you when you were a baby? What? Anyway, y'all, we get ready to get off of here. I got to talk to my sister for a few minutes, child. But thank y'all for being here. Y'all know we'll be back for the Real Housewives of Potomac later on tonight. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Trey.